So here I am back to talk about the form and structure of the poem. We have 5 stanzas, and by the way, you might want to get an extra colour. As you can see, my poem's getting really quite complicated. And we do have a pretty regular rhyme scheme. Sometimes they're half rhymes, but the rhymes do follow a pattern in all but one of the stanzas, and that pattern is A, B, B, A. So the first and last line in each stanza rhyme with each other, and the middle 2 lines rhyme in a separate pair of rhymes with each other. So for example, ground and sand, they're more of a half rhyme. Morning, ring, that's a full rhyme. If we skip to stanza 3, we can see rock and hillock, more or less a full rhyme. Me and artery, another rhyme. Come and fame, we have a rhyme. Atlas and pass. And note that some things that don't rhyme fully in a standard English accent will rhyme fully in the Northern Irish accent. Then we've got royal and fall, birth and earth. So if we go to the one place where the rhyme scheme is broken, we can see that it's broken between, and you can see that I've got my lots of colours around vein, so I'm just adding to it. Weaned and veined should rhyme with each other, but they don't. And I think it's quite interesting because he says, I cannot be weaned off the earth's long contour, her river veins. So he's asserting that he will always be in that connection with the earth, and yet he will be killed by Hercules picking him up before he throws him back down to ground again. And so here there is a subtle foreshadowing of A's defeat in the breaking of the rhyme scheme. The idea that he can actually be weaned. So ironic that Hercules will, and I'm putting wean in inverted commas here, Hercules will wean him by killing him. So there's our break in the rhyme scheme. We also have some form of a meter or syllable pattern. So meter is a rhythm or syllable pattern in the poem. And the pattern of the syllables goes like this. The first and last line of each stanza generally has 6 syllables, and the middle 2 lines of each stanza generally have 10. So we have syllables, 6, 10, 10, 6. And that's the general pattern, but it's always more interesting when the pattern's broken. So go away and count these yourselves if you like, but I'm just going to tell you where there are breaks in it. So you have 6, 10, 10, 6. Feel free to double check me, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. 6, 10, 10, 5 here, so I'm going to circle that. 6, 10, 9, 5 in stanza 3, so you can see it's breaking a little bit more. Then the next stanza goes back to normal, 6, 10, 10, 6. And then the final stanza, we've got 7, 10, 10, 7. So with down here in my cave, feel free yourselves to have a think about why he's chosen to cut off the line that little bit shorter. The same thing with these 2 lines. I'm just going to give you a suggestion as to why he's added in an extra syllable into these 2 lines here. So let's compare it with the first stanza. When I lie on the ground, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rise flushed as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rose in the morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how that pattern works in stanza 1. But if we go to the final stanza, among skyborn and royal, that word royal is where we're adding on the extra syllable. And there's a bit of a hint at Englishness there, that for an Irish person, the idea of kingship at Englishness is something wrong. It's something foreign, it's something different. That Ireland has been set up as a republic in the 1920s, and this country of Ireland, this Republic of Ireland, without a king, without a royal family, has existed by this point for 50 years, when Heaney's writing this in the 70s. So I'm going to put extra syllable, Englishness, royalty, and I'm going to put wrong there. And then we've got a final extra syllable, my elevation, my fall. And here we could either say that there's an extra syllable shunted into elevation or an extra syllable shunted into fall, but either way, there's an extra syllable in this line. And it's setting us up for the fact that his death won't follow the previous pattern. Before, anytime he fought someone, he could make sure that he stayed connected with the ground and he would inevitably win. But now that pattern is going to be broken by Hercules. So that extra syllable implies pattern of previous fights will be broken.